If the government does not permit the people to form autonomous organizations, the people cannot unite to resist the government, and the power of the whole society to resist the government will be minimized. The ruler of any dictatorship understands this, so he prohibits the people from forming any autonomous organizations. However, it is impossible for the ruler to succeed because there are two types of organizations he cannot prohibit or effectively curb. As a result, society becomes dominated exclusively by these two types of organizations. First, although the ruler can ban any autonomous organization, there is one type of organization he cannot ban: organizations based on blood ties. After all, he cannot prevent people from forming families. Organizations based on blood ties can be classified by size from small to large into families, clans, and tribes. Precisely because this is the only type of organization people can form, the only thing that can bind them is blood ties. In such a country, the people only trust and rely on their relatives. They do not trust outsiders. This is the situation in many dictatorships in Africa. The most important social identifier for most people is the family or tribe to which they belong. Second, gangs. There are gangs in every country. However, in any dictatorship, the government not only fails to curb gangs, but actually fosters their growth. This is the consequence of dictatorship. We know that no matter which country, the government's control over society cannot cover all areas. This is not an issue in democracies, as autonomous organizations can fill this gap. However, in any dictatorship, because no legal autonomous organizations exist, only illegal organizations can fill this gap, and the vast majority of these organizations are gangs. There is another situation. If the government loses control of a region, who will replace the government in controlling the region? One possibility is that the people could control the region by forming autonomous organizations, since the government can no longer prevent this. However, this scenario is highly unlikely. The people are accustomed to the dictatorial method of forced obedience, and they lack the spirit of negotiation and compromise. For an autonomous organization to function effectively, people must possess this spirit. Without this spirit, such autonomous organizations will inevitably become paralyzed. Ultimately, only gangs or warlords can control the region. However, it is usually not just one gang that controls the region. To fight for territory, wars between gangs are inevitable. War brings disaster to all. In this situation, some people actually want to return to the dictatorship of the past, because at least there was some semblance of order back then. What these people fail to recognize is that dictatorship is the root cause of all these problems.